So I am gonna show everyone how to create your pocket park sketches. So you're gonna be creating 3 designs for a pocket park. This can go in your sketchbook or it can go on a blank piece of white paper. So since you're doing 3 of them, they don't need to be very small. So I'm just gonna first draw some boxes. And it doesn't have to be perfect. These are just sketches. Okay, so now I've got 3 boxes. I am gonna start coming up with 3 different designs. And we're doing these from a bird's eye view, so you're looking from above. So things are gonna be simple, less detail. You're showing the tops of things. Okay, so design 1 over here. First thing I'm gonna do is I am going to, for my recreation, I am gonna put a stage in my pocket park. And I'm gonna put some steps up to the stage, indicated by those lines around it. So kind of can't really tell what that is unless you know. So feel free to label. Now around the stage, I'm gonna put some benches to reach my seating requirements. So these are going to be just little rectangles. Okay, and I'm gonna put kind of a couple of different rows. They're just gonna kind of follow that around the stage. So now I have, whoops, silly me. All right, stage, it would help if I spelled that right. All right, so now I've got my benches, so that reaches my seating requirement. I've got my stage, that is my recreation requirement. So now I am going to add some pathways. Let's see, I'm gonna have one that comes here, one that comes here. They'll meet and go this way. And you know what, I'm gonna have another one come off here and go this way. So there are some paths in my little mini park. Okay, you can leave them just like this, or if you wanted them to be brick or some sort of stone, you can add some lines like this. I'm gonna have mine be some stone. So I'm just adding some lines. Okay, so there is my walkways in this one. Now, I need to add a couple more things. I need to add some trees. So I am gonna have, let's see, trees are just gonna be circles from above. Okay, so. All right, so I've got some trees. And maybe I'll have some more trees here. So I've got a few trees. I also need to have some sort of public art. So let's see, I'm gonna think of like a big sculpture here. It's a little abstract. You wouldn't really know what that is, so you label it. Okay, sculpture here. Now to reach my last requirement, I have to have some plants. So I'm gonna have a flower bed here. I'm just gonna do some wavy lines and I'm gonna fill it with some circles. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna add another one here. So we've got some flowers on site. Okay, so there we've got our recreation, our seating, our paths, our plant life, we've got our trees here, and we've got our public art. Now there is one more thing that I am going to add, and I'm going to add a key. So I am going to use this triangle symbol, and that is going to equal a lighting. Okay, so I am going to add some marks for lighting along the pathway. Okay. So you can do stuff like that, make up a symbol and put it in a key down here. Okay. Now I am going to show you another example of something you could have as your in your pocket park. Okay, so this one I am. Let's see. I'm gonna have a big like rock climbing tower in this park. So I'm gonna draw a big octagon. It's gonna be hollow in the center. Okay. And I'm gonna put just some like bumps, and these would be like the rock climbing things around the outside. Okay. And so it's kind of ambiguous. Rock climbing. Okay, so that's labeled. And I'm gonna have some paths that lead up to the rock climbing wall from a couple of different directions. Along this back wall, I'm gonna have, or this side wall, I'm gonna put a mural, and I'm gonna label it like that. Also on, let's see, also on site here, we gotta have our trees. Now let's say we wanna do some pine trees, so I'm gonna kinda do like this squiggle for pine trees. Let's see, let's add some seating here. So I'll add some benches over here, maybe a bench over here. All right, and so I've got my recreation, I've got my public art, I've got my seating, I've got some trees. I am also gonna add on site, we're gonna have some raised community garden beds. So I'm gonna draw some rectangles here. And I'm just gonna do some squiggles for plants. And you know what? I've got room for more. Okay, so there I've got my plant requirement. Now again, you don't have to color these. They are just 3 ideas. I always find it helpful to come up with more than one idea, and then when you do your final, you might, choose one of these as being the most effective, or you might mix and match. Take some from one thing, some from another. All right, last thing I'm gonna do here. Okay, let's see, last one, I will do a basketball court. But you cannot fit a full basketball court here, so it's gonna be a half court. So, and I know these proportions are not right, but I'm doing them freehand. All right. And you don't worry about having it perfect. This is just about getting your ideas down on paper. Okay, so you're gonna have a half court. We'll put some benches here along the court. Okay, now in the rest, let's see, we're gonna do a row of trees along this side, and okay, this will serve as our artwork, and I'm just kind of making this up, but it's a sculpture. I'm thinking of these big metal sculptures by Richard Serra. Okay, so we've got our sculpture, we got our trees, we got our recreation, we've got our seating. We don't really have any pathways in this yet. So let's draw, we'll do a big walkway here. And there'll be like a sidewalk going right down through. And we also need some plants. So I'm gonna do a flower bed here. And for the heck of it, I'll put a little fountain in the middle here. Okay. All right, and that is design number 3. Once you have 3 sketches, take a picture, upload it to Schoology so I know that you did your work. Then you're gonna take one of these and draw the full size piece of paper.